Hello everybody, this is Allsouth Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Shadows over Loathing. In the previous episode, we helped out the people of the Maze make their lives a little more bearable. Look, ain't a whole lot we can really do for them beyond that. Anyways, and now we finally made it inside what was it? The feed store? Hold up. Jasper's Feed and Tap. Something I didn't mention is that the music we've got playing on the radio now is actually the theme for Dirt Water from West of Loathing. Not bad. Anyways, let's talk to the other people, get their quests, and we are going to want to complete everybody's quest. See, judging by her driving gloves and driving goggles, this woman must be into driving and/or driving-related fashion accessories. Hey there, how's it going? Name's Farina. Hi, I'm Talia. Nice goggles. Thanks. Did you cop a gander at my sweet breezer out front? Car? I was wondering why it was tied to a hitching post. A lot of horsepower in the baby. I gotta keep her under control. I get it. Say, word is you're pretty handy in a problem-solving kind of way. Think you could help me out with a little something? What kind of something? See, my buggy's a real dynamo, but once you taste that kind of power, you're always yearning for more. Am I right? You want something to make it faster? I don't know a whole lot about cars. No worries, I'm not looking for advice. I already got my peepers set on a particular goal. And there's an old Ford factory compound not far from here. Before they shut down a while back, they was working on a new kind of engine. One made of beans. Beans? You serious? As the day is long? I wouldn't have believed it either, but I saw a test run one of the prototypes. Man, it ran like lightning. Right up till it exploded anyway. Word is they fixed that problem, though. Just had to switch to a different kind of beans, and the final pre-production engine should still be in the factory. I just need someone to go snaffle for me. Alright. Great, I knew you was the right girl. Let me mark the place on your map for you. The old Ford compound. As far as I know, the factory has been abandoned for months, so it ought to be a lead-pipe cinch. Just grab the engine and go. Alright, no problem. Why is the back door locked? Well, why is the door usually locked? Is that a riddle? Because it's ajar? You ain't real good at riddles, are ya? Is that a riddle? How's the chess game going? Too easy, honestly. Grover's too cautious. You want to know the secret to chess? Sure. Control the middle and make everyone else get out of your way. Just like driving. Now I think about it, life. Wendell refused to ride with her till he invented the airbag. I see. Well, be seeing ya. This old man seems like he's really into chess. Hi there, I'm Talia. How do? Pixley's the name. Grover Pixley. Say, this might be a real fortuitous encounter. You got a minute to help an old man with something? If it's a chess thing, I'm afraid I'm not your girl. What do you need? What do you need? I need a bag of fertilizer. I came in here a week or so ago to pick one up, but I completely forgot they don't sell it here. So I've just been playing chess with Farina instead. You've been playing chess for a week? Well, you know how it is with games. Just one more round, you say, and the next time you look at the clock, it seems like it must be lying to you. Anyway, I've been meaning to go to Grode Valley Orchard and see if they've got any fertilizer to spare. If you happen to find yourself out that way, you could do me a real favor. Alright. Great, much obliged. Here, let me write down some directions to the place for you. 1 sack of fertilizer will be plenty for my purposes. Can't imagine that they couldn't spare that much. Gotcha. What's the fertilizer for? Oh, you know, just your typical and normal fertilizer type activities. Like gardening? Sure, gardening, sure. How's your game going? Real good. I think I've got her on the ropes this time. Checkmate. Shucks, guess I spoke too soon. A stat of 397? Sure, rack 'em up. Why's the back door locked? Why is any back door locked? Employees only. I might be an employee. I'm an employee of a lot of surprising places. Not this place. I'd know. Well, be seeing ya. Alright, now, we did only do one of these quests out here, but we do want to do the rest, as we also want to do all of the ones in there. First things first, I'm going to head to the Ford compound to take care of something. Word reaches you that the folk in this land are in need of a horse whisperer. Specifically, someone to whisper at this particular horse named Jeff to stop eating horse flesh, because it's making the farmers uncomfortable. Be the horse whisperer. You stroke Jeff's mane and whisper, "Come on, man," in his enormous horse ear. Jeff nods and agrees to switch to a plant-based diet. tumultuous beanstorm is preventing access to this bunkhouse. We should find someone who knows more about beans than you and ask them how to deal with this. Festering pile of decomposing soybeans. Rows and rows of soybeans, as far as the eye can see. This car smells unbelievably bad. Some kind of bean monstrosities are blocking your path. And then there's a laboratory workbench. Bake room door is locked. You're a fanatic shushing and sounds inside. Hello? Someone there? Oh, hey, a person. Yep, that's me. Please, you gotta let us out of here. We've been trapped for ages with nothing to eat but beans. Wow. Okay, where's the key? Actually, we welded the lock shut so the bean monsters couldn't get us. You'll need a Jenkins head screwdriver to take the hinges off. What kind of screwdriver? Jenkins. It's sort of an X shape. One of our mechanics invented it. He just got the patent this year. Oh, nice. Yeah, some guy in Oregon named Philip was super mad. Anyway, there should be one in the bunkhouse. Okay. Well, we gotta do something about that beanstorm, and I know just the person to do that. But before we go to that person, let's check out the burbling ooze. Look, what that is! Gabby's gesturing excitedly at a tower in the near distance, which is shooting a huge gout of fire into the air. Oh wow, I don't know much about oil drilling, but I guess they're burning off a pocket of flammable gas or something? Haha, betting that Gabby can do this too. Gabby looks around and finds a discarded gas can by the side of the road and starts chugging out of it. What? Gabby! She pulls a cigarette lighter out of her purse and sparks it, exhaling a jet of flame. Ha ha ha! Woo! This turns into a wild failing dance punctuated with bursts of fire. You hunker down behind a large rock just for safety. A new dance craze invented by Gabby. Craze is right. Isn't that bad for you? This is no trouble. Gabby has very damp insides. And that is a skill we can only get around here. Gabby learns a new skill, fire dance. Well, okay then. I guess. This ooze is really burbling. If you taunted it, you could probably get it to attack you. Nah, get some ooze. Slowly, partly due to the slime's viscosity and partly so you don't make it angry, you wade out into the middle of the ooze, then you stick your hand down and into it with a glorp sound. Your skin tingles and you get a faint sense of deja vu that you can't quite put a finger on. You pull your hand out, bearing a handful of stuff exactly like the rubbery, glistening black slime that collects in the bathroom sink drains from bacteria feasting on soap scum, toothpaste, spit, and decomposing hair. If you don't know the stuff I mean, consider yourself lucky. Unfortunately, I do. Ugh. Handful of black ooze. You can't tell if it's actually twitching or if that's just the nerves on your skin trying to get away. Ugh. And now, we head back to SIT. Because the very person we need to talk to about the beans is Rufus. Let's see. Yeah, we can try to lie to him, but a fuse falls out of our pocket, so yeah. Hello again. You know anything about bean magic? Oh sure, it was popular out north for a few years back, but then they discovered that a certain frequency of sound made it stop working entirely, so nobody really uses it anymore. I don't suppose you have some kind of weird science device that generates that frequency, do you? It just so happens that a plastic whistle they gave away in cereal boxes a few years ago generates exactly that tone. I think I might have one around here somewhere. Yeah, here you go. 5700 hertz. The frequency at which beans stop working. Neat, thanks. I got your ooze. Here, please take it. This is really unpleasant. Sorry, but you need to keep that for the next part. This is the last thing, I promise. Okay, what is it? There's a strange well in Gray County, like an old-fashioned wishing well, except when you put something into it that starts with the letter H, it comes back changed. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Wait, is that why it has to be a handful, just because of the H? Yep. That's so dumb. I could have used a hamper? Haversack? I don't need that much. You're also going to need some intense stench resistance to carry this stuff back here. It's going to smell really bad. How much? I don't know, about 8? 8 sounds right. Alright, I can probably swing that. Good luck. Don't get any in your mouth or eyes or anywhere, really. Oh boy. Alright. Back to Gray County. And technically we haven't actually seen this place. Let's see, the ancient Greeks postulated 5 elemental ducks. Third elemental is spookiness. Plato wrote of certain ducks who are haunted as the day is long. You will know them by their otherworldly noises and songs, and here comes such a duck now. She stands her ground in your path and begins an eerie ballad that turns the day to night. Push your way through. These ducks might have scared the ancient Greeks. Might have even been the thing that wiped out that whole civilization. You don't know. You don't read a lot of nonfiction. You live in the here and now where no duck, no matter how powerful, is going to stand in your way. You walk straight on past. Not today, duck. Now, there is a fair amount of stuff we can actually make here. Gosh, don't throw anything in that starts with H down this well. You're not going to let that sign tell you what to do, are you? Nope, throw something in the well. I'm not going to throw Horatio the Sparrow in. I am going to toss in the Haunted Duck Call. Cursed Haunted Duck Call. Deal spooky damage and cause bleeding both equal to your mysticality once per fight. Huh. Okay. I'm going to throw in His Majesty's Least Favorite Poems. And we get posthumous works of the Romance poets. This book of poems written by the Romance poets after they were justifiably and appropriately consigned to the internal fires of hell. Grants the upgradable skill Coldridge's Armor. Gives cold armor. Ta-da! Handful of black ooze. Glob of burning pitch. This wad of tar burns with fires of hell, which is different from normal fire in that it literally hates you rather than just being coincidentally ouchy. It smells terrible. Now then, Hollow Gator Tooth. This is something we can toss in, and it actually makes a fairly powerful weapon for the Jazz Agent. Deals your Moxie plus 6 hot damage and causes 2 on fire. Not bad. This is a convenient gun form. Let's toss the handsaw in. Molten Handsaw. Deals your muscle plus 6 hot damage and causes 3 bleeding and causes 1 on fire. Dang. Blade is white hot. Let's try the Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Whoever's down there must not be interested in that particular item. I'm not going to throw Horatio the Sparrow in. I don't want to find out what happens to him. Hard Candy? Devil's Food Cake. Muscle, Mysticality, and Moxie by 1. Ooh. Hand washing gasoline? Liquid Fire. Okay. This bottle of glowing red liquid. Handful of clean water. Handful of clean water. Handful of holy water. Still a handful of holy water. Heavy boots. Handful of dirty water. Nope. Pneumatic ichor. Boiled blood. Okay. Hex rock powder. Mana enriched flour. You changed your mind. Maybe the sign is your boss after all. Nah, I'm just choosing my moment. Still, though, that new Molten. Yeah? 3 bleed and 1 on fire? I will take that. Saw perpetually stuck in the process of melting. That doesn't seem good. Anyways, off to the Ford compound. On the road, you pass a farmer slumped in a wooden chair. He rocks back and forth on his front porch, although there is no house behind him. Looking for the old ham mill? It's our way, though it hasn't blown for some time. Where's the rest of your house, old man? First of all, I'm not old. I'm 13. Younger than you, I reckon. As for the old house, bank took it. It's tough times all over. Sorry to hear that. He nods, and just as he's about to say something else, he and his front porch are whisked away in a passing bank van. It's tough times all over indeed. Let's just keep going. Dispel the beans. You blow the whistle and the beanstorm goes poof in an instant. Oh, by the way, the whole bean thing is kind of a reference to the, is a reference to the whole Bean Wizard class from West of Loathing. And maybe the screwdriver's hidden inside these disgusting dirty boots. Nope, nada. Maybe the screwdriver's under the rug. No screwdriver there. Behind the sink. Or maybe it's in the old toolbox. Or not. Bubble code carved into the wall above this bed. Footlocker combo 02496. 02496, eh? Oh. Okay. Hat's Lucky Satchel. Satchel has the name Hat embroidered on the side. Huh. Somewhere among the junk? No. One of the mattresses. Under the chair. Inside the broken soda machine. Under one of the pillows. Oh, there it is. Yeah, an item. Jenkins' head screwdriver. Instead of being flat like a normal screwdriver, this one has an X-shaped profile. Weird. The soda machine appears to have been broken for a very long time. Banish them. Blow the whistle and the bean creatures burst into a beanie mist. This is a plaque for Factory's 1909 Employee of the Year. That's me. No, it isn't. You were 6 years old. Says you. Well, this must have been the floor manager's desk. Search it. Among the old paperwork and paper clips and paper third things, you find a small brass key. Ford factory key. A small brass key that looks like it will go to a tackle box or a filing cabinet or something like that. Filing cabinet, which is locked. Unlock it. You unlock the cabinet with the little key you found on the desk. That must be the easiest puzzle in any adventure game ever. Search it. You flip through the folders. It looks like they're employee records, but each one has been sealed in its own envelope. They must take employee privacy real seriously around here. Nothing weird or interesting catches your eye. Look for my file. What do you mean your file? No, look, you never worked here. Sure I did. You did not. Stop that. Found it. Talia Hunt. See? Board employee records envelope. What the hell? How are you doing that? I just worked a lot of places. It's no big deal. Let's open it up. This envelope is firmly sealed, and the Department of Labor regulations demand that employee records envelopes be opened only with the proper tools. That is, an actual letter opener and not just your finger or a butter knife or something. Rats. Which means... That's me. No, it isn't. You are 6 years old. Come on. It is me. Yeah. How do I get this thing? Options, beginning with prologue. Yeah, I've insisted I've worked here every time. Banish them. Expensive looking toolbox, crescent wand, 11-in-1 oil, piece of scrap metal. Hey, a legolith, a column of petrified beans. I'll analyze it. Impenetrable shellac. Explore the nuances of what it means to be stone beans. Some kind of complicated gizmo that might be an engine? Take it. Since it's the only engine thing you've seen around here, it's a reasonable gamble that this is what Farina's looking for. Souped up engine. This engine's been souped up. Wait, sorry, that's a typo. This engine is being souped up. Yeah. Terrible jokes. Speak to them again. Remove the door. Unscrew the hinges and pull the door out of its frame. A truly unexpected number of employees fled out of the break room and run away. One of them waves and gives you a thumbs up on his way out of the building. The room smells about how you'd expect after a bunch of people have been trapped for days with limited beans, so you prop the door back up over the entryway as a sort of cork. Okay, cool. Nobody's in the break room anymore. Search it. You take a deep breath and search the break room as fast as you can. Phew. Give me one moment. I know I can get that plaque. Okay, so unfortunately we can't get a letter opener until much, much later. So we're gonna have to come back for that one later. But we got the bean engine, but I may as well take care of the other problems that people have. But first, let's start with Rufus. Alright, Rufus. Okay, here's your fire glob. Notice that Rufus has plugged his nose with what looks like cement. Excellent. Once I refine this a little, it'll make a perfect magical glue to assemble my device with. Is that all you need? Sure is, and I can't thank you enough for all your help. I don't know if this is going to work, but I definitely wouldn't have gotten this far without you. Don't mention it, Rufus. Good luck finding your sister. Alright, we're now done with Rufus. Back to Gray County, and let us hit up the Black Gold Mine. Gabby, where'd you go? Gabby is over here. What's next? Oh, nice, thanks. Pâté de toilette. This blended duck liver delicacy is an important part of your morning ablutions. Right. Pâté, did you make this yourself? Yes. Where did you get the liver? Found it. Okay. Let's see what's inside. Junk mail. Like, yeah. Old insurance company letter. Can't open the letter because you don't have a letter opener. I know it's frustrating, but you have to admit that the logic behind it is sound. It's really not. Let's see, this truck isn't as destroyed as the house, but it's still plenty destroyed. The door is locked and the keyhole is rusted so badly as to be completely useless. You'll need to find some way to jimmy the lock if you want to get in there. Open it. Get Farmer's Pants, 11 to maximum HP, and Farmer's Glove, plus 5 physical armor. You managed to jimmy the lock open, unfortunately destroying the coat hanger in the process, a pair of pants in the glove compartment, and a pair of gloves in the pants compartment. Somebody did not know how to properly organize their stuff. The old drill's taking a break from despoiling the earth. Property of Helco Oil Conglomerate, keep out. Keep it in instead. Let's see, there's a locker. Inside the locker is a blazer, and inside that, in the pocket of the blazer, there's a ring. I guess this gag doesn't go as deep as you'd hope it would. Fancy diamond engagement ring you found in a blazer in a locker in a trailer. It's too small for you to wear, even on your pinky. Check the inscription. You have to squint really hard to read the tiny writing. It says, "To Clara from Henry. May our bond be thicker than blood." Which is pretty creepy, and also maybe has weird familial implications. It seemed like maybe Henry didn't think this out very carefully. Huh, yeah. Let's see, Helco logbook, see what's inside, 1101 oil, and an all workbench, meh. Okay, the whole scene is so meticulous that meticulous doesn't even seem like a word anymore. Right? March 5th, 1917. Oh boy, it's my first day as a drilling site supervisor, and I can't wait to prove myself. I'm going to work hard to establish myself as a real up-and-comer, and then once my career is secure, maybe I'll have the confidence to pop the question to Clara. You know, the marriage question. Anyway, the crew has the derrick set up, and we're turning the drill on tomorrow morning. It seems like former owners of the house have cleared out already. They yelled a lot of angry-sounding foreign words at us yesterday, but they were gone when we got here this morning. I kind of feel bad, but that's progress. So we started drilling and hit a big air pocket near the surface. Is hit the right word? Can you hit air? Anyway, it's probably just a random little cave. We loaded a couple guys down with lamps to check it out. In unrelated news, I heard a big explosion from just west of here. I checked the maps, and whatever's over there, it's not a Helco facility. I guess I'll just have to read about it in the paper tomorrow. Turns out the cave we drilled into is an old gold mine. Go figure. When we strike oil, it'll be black gold. Mine. It'll be a black gold mine. Haha. I should write that down. Oh wait, I just did. Anyway, we can't find any record of it in the geological surveys, and we can't find the entrance either. I guess it must have caved in years ago. I set the crew to get digging a proper shaft down. They're starting in the root cellar of the house, because it's slightly lower than ground level, and they get paid by the hour, not the foot. One of the crewmen was trying to get a closer look at some magazines we found hidden in the attic of the house, and the carbide lamp on his helmet started a fire that torched the whole place. Nobody was hurt, fortunately. What a mark on my record that would have been. After the fire went out, we cleared a path down to the shaft and put a trap door over it to keep the ashes and rubble out of the mine. New orders from above. Baron Hellstrom wants us to reconnoiter the mine. I guess that makes sense. If there's any gold left in there, then hey, free gold. But every time someone goes exploring away from the ladder, they come back all pale and sickly looking and freak out when they see the sun. Just can't find good help these days. I guess I'll have to do it myself. Can't wait till Monday, though. Or it can wait till Monday, though. Had a really nice weekend. Super relaxing. I really needed that. Went on a date with Clara, and we had a great time. I think maybe she was hinting about getting married, too. Ah, jeez, what am I thinking? This is a company logbook, not my diary. Anyway, it's time for me to go see what's in that old mine. Reading. After the mine, it wasn't so bad down there. I don't get why the crew acted so weird. It's nice and dark down there. Not all bright like it is up here all the time. It's really giving me a headache, to be honest. Made some friends down there, too. Great guys, they really understand me. I think I'll knock off early and go see if Clara is home. I just can't get her rosy pink cheeks out of my mind. Oh, boy. Ish, not good. Look for the trapdoor. Clear some burned rubble and fallen masonry, and sure enough, there's a trapdoor in what used to be the floor of the root cellar. You open the door to reveal a ladder leading down into the darkness. Climb on down. It's a vein of dark meteor, brighten its day. You reassure the meat that things are going to be okay. It leaves its dark thoughts behind and you collect them. Eldritch mist. The world is full of vapors, most of them are benign, but some of them are terrifying. This is the terrifying kind. No way you're getting through here. You'd need a bunch of TNT plus a blasting cap and a detonation plunger. Let's see. Ooh, we'll take that pickaxe. Find some meat. Junk mining. Uh-oh. That's putting it mildly. Okay, I actually don't want to attack with Gabby. Hi. It has been many years since a human interloper has invaded our home. How novel. Yeah, it's me. Novel, I mean, not the invader part. Perhaps, if you please us, we will permit you to join our family. Live down here in luxury forever. Luxury? Living in an abandoned mine? Vampire gestures behind him to the rear part of the tunnel. It's actually really nice back there. Oh. Huh. The vampires regard you with interest, though an unsettling percentage of that interest is in your neck. Have you guys been trapped down here for 11 years? Nearly, yes. We must thank you for clearing the debris that came to block the trapdoor as the foundation of the house further collapsed over time. Gosh, that sounds terrible. Oh, not at all. We are quite wealthy. It is very comfortable down here. Sure, but didn't you get bored? The vampires exchange glances. What? Admittedly, things did get a bit stale in the bedroom. We had to invent whole new categories of kink previously unexplored by sentient species. Yeah, we are real nasty freaks now. Okay, changing the subject. Okay, let's ask about Henry. Hey, are any of you named Henry or Clara? No. Wasn't that oil company guy always talking about a girl called Clara? Oh yeah, I forgot about him. That was a long time ago. Why do you ask? I found this engagement ring Henry bought. I was hoping it would turn out to be the key to a non-violent solution to the standoff we've got going here. Ah, nope. Nuts. Okay, ask what they'll do now. Well, now that you aren't trapped anymore, what are you going to do? Well, we've definitely got to find some proper food. I'm so totally sick of these ghouls. Yes, they are so dry. It is like sucking the blood out of a turnip. Ugh. Well, sure, that's a great idea. Why don't you all leave and make up for the time you've spent trapped down here by staying away equally long? Oh, but I cannot leave behind all our wealth and luxury for that long. No. Let's go out, you seem at a loss for words, human. Look, for my first time in this whole adventure, I'll just give it to you straight. The mob wants me to set up shop. Well, the mob wants to set up shop in this mine, and they ordered me to kick you guys out of here. I'd really like to do that without having to fight you. Ah, this makes so much more sense now. I was wondering why you were so willing to stand here chatting with us. You know, we could use a vacation, stretch our wings a bit, and if there's a bunch of unsuspecting goons in here when we return, well, that's fresh blood, eh? In multiple senses of the phrase. Oh, you said you have a ring that belongs to that Henry fellow, yes, for his fiancée Clara? We could try to find him and return it. It would be fun to see him again. Great, here's the ring. Okay, we'll be on our ways then. Make yourself at home. Thanks, have a good time. Vampires leave with their thralls and tow behind them. And that is how you do that on a pacifist run. Well, those vampires really classed up this collapsed mine. Must be nice to be rich. Check the drawers. 167 meat. Actually gold, but we'll just go ahead and convert it for your convenience. All these books have been thoroughly read. They're all dog-eared and practically falling apart. Oh jeez, there's a copy of the Kama Sutra with a huge bite taken right out of it. How'd they get electricity down here? This is a special kind of chest that only rich people are allowed to know about. A dark sofa for dark naps. Fancy mail-order catalog sits atop the fancy mahogany end table. Grab it fancily. Expensive Luxuries Inc. catalog. There's treasure everywhere. That reminds me, we also got the other book. Well, let's read this. Browse. There's treasure everywhere, plus 20% meat drops. And let's see. Books. Here we are. Posthumous works of romance poets. Coleridge's armor, huh? Might be able to pick up a thing or two about that. You mean Coleridge? No. Anyway, you don't want Coleridge's armor. It only protects you against other Coleridges. Fine. Coleridge's armor. Alright, how much armor have I got? Wow, way too much cold armor. I still don't have a book for spooky armor, though. There's a surprisingly undesanguinated guy back here. Hello. Salutations, I am Croesus Vanderbilt. You may have heard of me, I'm the richest hobo in the world. That doesn't seem like a high bar to clear. I'm claiming the title regardless, and you are? Oh, I'm Talia Hunt. Nice to meet you. I'm indebted to you for getting rid of those vampires, Talia. I've been hiding back here for weeks. I was obliged to eat my cravat for nourishment. Jeez. Why are you here? What are you doing trapped in a vampire mine? Ah, well, it isn't a vampire mine, you see, it's gold mine. I found the other end of the ore vein in a small cave short distance away and tunneled my way here. Unfortunately, the point at which I broke into this occupied section was the same point at which my tunnel collapsed behind me. Yikes. Indeed, it was all I could do to remain hidden in these rocks, praying that those creatures of the night would leave at some point so I could make my escape. I've seen things that will haunt my dreams the rest of my life. Oh god, please don't elaborate. Do you know any hobo code you could teach me? Certainly. Mostly financial jargon, one never knows what might come in handy. Thanks. You know, there's a hobo camp just outside of Ocean City, and they sure could use some help wealth-wise, if you don't mind sharing. Oh, wonderful. Crocius Vanderbilt, hobo philanthropist. That has an excellent ring to it. I shall head there directly. He bows and heads out of the cave. Bye. And with that, we've come to an end for this episode of Shadows over Loathing. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.